And you leave the same way?
Leave the same way we always did, yeah.
Okay. So can you take us, you guys are in the car.
We're in the car, we're going past the little stables. They're all laughing and chuckling in the back seat, and I wasn't paying them no mind. So we get to the end, where it's like the entrance to Hicks, and I took a left, and I went down, hit the stop sign, took another left, go past Gantine Field, and I was going down that road, and I remember slowing down. I don't know why I slowed down, but I slowed the car down, and then I kept going. And then we got to that little, not the end of the street, but the end of past Cantine. There's like a little turn on that road that takes you like to the main strip where you can see the red light and you can see all that. So I remember hitting that turn. Right there, Jonte asked me he was like, yo, somebody got a lighter? And I was like, hold on. I'm turning. And I was trying to make it through the yellow light. I remember I was trying to speed through it. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to make it. So I just stopped. And I was the first person in line. And then,
and what was
I remember him.
When you stopped at the light, what buildings were around? Do you remember?
Well, I was over that way the other day, and the light's here. Like, I'll do it so that you guys can see it. The light's right here. The diner's here, but now that I know where the diner is, I thought the diner was here the whole time.
Okay. But it's the light where the diner is?
Yeah, the light at the diner. I remember stopping there, and Jonte had asked me for the lighter back at the turn. So I was getting the lighter out. I think the lighter was in my pocket. That's it.
Okay, so, I mean, the light has to turn green at some point.
I don't even remember the light turning green, nothing.
Okay.
I just remember, I felt like I was asleep, and I just opened my eyes and I saw something shiny, and it was my earring. And I stopped and I listened for what felt like 10 minutes, but it was probably literally only like 5 seconds. But I stopped and I listened to hear something because I didn't know what the hell happened. I thought somebody would say something. I heard a man on his phone. I heard him say that everybody was dead. And that's when I screamed because I thought he thought that I was dead. And I didn't want him to think that I was dead because I wasn't dead. So I started screaming, help. I said it like 5 times. And then I remember I must have passed out. Because next thing I know, I woke up and I was looking at the clouds. And I remember them doing something to the car and it hurt my leg really bad. The window. Something was stuck under my leg when they were opening it up. And my leg was lifting up. I remember that. Because they hurt my leg. But I can't remember, man.
Okay. Alright. Can we go back to the traffic light for a minute when you were stopped there? Was it Jonte asked you for a lighter?
Yeah, but he had asked me a lighter before though. Before
right, at the little turn.
To the light, yeah.
Okay.
And I didn't know what the lighter was.
Do you know what he was going to use it for?
Cigarette.
For a cigarette?
Because they were like, don't let that shit in here, man. Because me and him were the only ones who smoked cigarettes in the car at the time. I have a burn from him.
When did that happen?
In the car accident.
In the car accident? And you think that's...
For the cigarette. I don't know what else. That looks like a burn, right?
It's hard to tell now, I mean...
Well, I think it's a burn.
Okay.
That's what it looks like.
Did he burn you while you were driving?
No, it's not like he was like that. I don't know. That's the only thing... I really didn't have many scars, but when I saw that one, that's the only thing I thought of was his cigarette. That's the only thing I thought that could have been was his cigarette.
Okay. Alright, so let's put the car accident on hold for a couple of minutes, and let's talk about the car.
Okay.
You drove the car quite a bit. You know, Jeff said you drove out of Hicks when you worked with Jeff, right? Which way did you take home? Would it be the same way? Would it be
not the way that we went the day of the car accident. That was the first time we went that way. Usually we went out past Cantine, down Prospect Street. That's the way that we usually went. I mean,
the way of the car accident, was that your first time driving that way?
Home from work, yes.
In general?
I think I've driven that maybe once or twice.
Okay.
I'm not really a Saugerties person. I never really go out there.
Okay.
But I have driven that maybe once or twice. But when we were working, that was the first time I ever drove that.
Okay. Previous times we talked to you, both Paul and I, that there may have been some kind of noise in the car that stopped.
Yeah, the car was making
what's
a
the story
noise
with
the
that?
day before. We were going to Poughkeepsie, me, Jeff, and Maurice. And you know where the Sopas Town Court is?
Yeah.
Well, there's like a little bit of a hill there.
Kind of goes into 2 lanes right there.
Yeah, but it's like a little bit of a hill.
Mm-hmm.
So we were all talking about the car because Jeff had just asked the boss for a loan. And he was like, yo, I'm so surprised he gave me that loan, da-da-da. And me and Maurice were joking with him. We were like, shit, why don't you ask him for a loan for us too? Like, we were trying to be funny. So we were driving, we just passed a little cemetery, and we were going up the hill. And the noise stopped. And I looked at Jeff, and I was like, you hear that? And he was like, hear what? I was like, exactly. He's like, what do you mean? I said, the noise is gone. And he stopped, and he listened for a second. He's like, it is gone. And we were all like, well, what the fuck was it? Didn't know what it was. And to this day, we still don't know what it was.
Well, what was it before? I mean, not, but what did it sound like? You know, what?
It's been so long, I think it was like a ticking, like a tick, tick, tick. But I can't remember for sure.
When did the car make the noise? Was it?
The car was making the noise the day before the accident. It stopped the day before the accident. It stopped making that noise.
Did it always
No,
make
never
the noise?
always made the noise.
Would it always make the noise when you turned it on?
Turned it on, yeah. And when it was
Did you need to be moving for the noise, or when it sat still, it still made the noise?
I don't think it really mattered. It was just making the noise. I mean, I know when I turned the car on, the car would make the noise because the first time that I heard it, and I was like, what the hell is that? But I don't know if it was making. I don't know.
Do you remember in the general?
It had to have been making the noise when I pushed the gas, because when I was driving up that road past the Sopas Town Court, if I wasn't, you know what I mean, it was making that noise while I was pushing the gas, getting up that hill. So it had to have been making the noise while I pushed the gas.
Okay. But you said when you started it made the noise as
well. It made the noise. It made a little noise.
Okay.
But it's been so long, I don't even want to answer these questions because I feel like I'm just not answering them correctly. Like, I don't want to give you the wrong answer.
The best that you can do, and that's all we're asking for.
There's no wrong answer.
Well, I just don't want you guys to take what I said and then go take it somewhere else and then oh well that's fine.
We're just trying to put the piece together. I'm not writing anything
No,
down.
I know. I want this shit done with. I almost fought Jeff's niece the other day on fucking New Year's. She came to my aunt's house and was talking to me, and I was just letting her talk because she's upset. And I could understand, so I just sat there and I let her talk, and then she just started saying some shit, and I was getting pissed off, and I was about to knock her the fuck out. Like, listen, you didn't only lose him, I lost him too. Like, everybody makes it seem like, I don't know, everybody just makes it seem like it's such a big deal to all them, but to me it's just like alright, it's over with. Like, literally that's how I feel. But
do you remember where the noise was coming from? The front of the car, the back of the car, the driver's side, the passenger side?
I think I know inside the car, it was like right in the middle of the car, like right in the center of the car, like we could hear it really good. I don't know if it was in the front of the car, the back of the car, I don't know. I just remember while we were in the car, we heard the noise.
Okay.
And there was something wrong with it because Jeff asked what's his face for money to fix it. I don't know. And then it just stopped making the noise.
Did Jeff get around to taking it to a mechanic yet?
He didn't get the chance to do that.
I know he asked for the loan, and that's what he was using it. Okay. How are you doing?
Huh?
How are you doing with all the issues that you have? Are you taking care of yourself? No? I know before when we talked to you, the doctor had a brace for you, but you didn't really want to wear it. Did you end up wearing that, or?
I got a new one.
I'm sorry, what's that?
I got a new one.
Okay, did you wear the new one?
No.
No?
That hurts me. And I keep telling him that I need something for my back, and I don't care. They're supposed to schedule me a CAT scan like 3 months ago, and they never called me back.
Well, you know it's important to take care of yourself.
I'm trying to.
I'm not going through what you go through, but I would imagine that you care less about yourself than what happened. I'm just going to take a guess, right? But it's important that you have your parents, your friend, your cousin, you have your child.
This is the first I've seen them in months. They don't talk to me.
We still have your child, right?
No.
No? Boyfriend? Maurice still with you?
Kind of.
Kind of? Is you a boy or a girl?
A girl.
A girl. And how old is she?
She's 6 months now.
Okay. You need to take care of yourself. So you're there for your daughter when she gets older.
My mom took her from me.
Okay, because your mom cares for her granddaughter, right?
Yeah, but she didn't have to take her from me.
Who is she looking after?
Who?
Your mom. Is she looking out for your daughter?
Yeah, she took her from me.
Is she taking good care of her?
Yeah.
Do you ever see her? Can you see her?
No.
Okay. None of that's permanent. Okay? We see things in our line of work a lot where this stuff happens, and none of that's permanent. Your daughter.
She told the fucking family court that I killed all of them.
Right now, you're involved in an accident that 4 of your friends were killed in. And that's where we're at. Right? I've told you before, we've always been straight with you. We're just trying to figure the details out. We're not accusing you of killing them.
No.
We're just trying to get to the bottom of that.
I feel like I'm just literally sitting here waiting to go to prison.
Let me be clear with you. When we're done talking today, you're going home. Okay?
No, but still, I don't like waking up every day like that.
And
I'm mad depressed. Nobody talks to me. I fight with Maurice all day. My parents don't talk to me. I don't have nothing. I get harassed all day.
Well, definitely not a good situation, and it's only a few months removed from the accident. I'm sure everybody's still trying to deal with it the wrong way, whether it's the right way to deal with it or the wrong way.
I just want something to get done, is there any way you guys can just put out, if there was something that I did wrong, I would have been in jail already, something,
Well, we can talk about that.
Everybody keeps harassing me, this shit is annoying. I'm tired of it. I'm fucking tired of it.
But make sure
I didn't do that shit on purpose. It was an accident. Everybody rides around with their friends. Everybody does. Half the time people ride around drunk, sniffing drugs and smoking weed and, come on. We weren't doing none of that. We were trying to come home from work and a fucking accident happened, man. And it's even worse because I can't remember what happened and that's all I want to do is remember. And then people tell me oh yeah, you really remember, you're just lying and you're covering it up and you're doing this no, because if that was the case, I wouldn't be stressing myself as much as I do. I literally wake up mad because I woke up. I wake up and I'm like, fuck, I woke up again. I'm mad. I don't want to be here. I really don't.
Have you talked to somebody about it?
No, I don't talk to nobody.
Not professionally?
No, nobody.
You think it's time, maybe you should. Right? If you get nothing else out of it, you're able to talk to them about it and get some of the things off your chest. You probably need to.
I feel like I'm crazy.
I don't think you're crazy.
I really do feel crazy. People are like, oh yeah, you have brain damage now because of the accident. Sometimes I really be feeling like I'm stupid.
Well,
I can't remember stuff, little things that I should be able to remember. I can't remember anymore. Somebody will say something to me and ask me Meredith, what did I say to you a few minutes ago? And I'll be like, what are you talking about? I don't know, everything is so twisted. And I got people calling me oh yeah, you're gonna go sit in prison and this is gonna happen to you and this is gonna happen to you. That shit just fucks my head up even more.
Are you in prison?
No, but that's how I really feel I'm literally just sitting here waiting to go. That's how I feel. My life's just ticking by until I go.
Now, when I talked to your mom the last time you were in here, and actually we were in this room, and it was you and me and Paul and your mom, and we were talking about the accident. Your mom told me that you were afraid you brought your son in, or your daughter, excuse me, because you were afraid you were going to go to jail that day. And we told you weren't. You know, and we're telling you the same thing today. Like, you're going to go home today.
It's not that though, it's not that, and it's not,
Right.
I just don't feel like I'm just, it's like a waiting game, that's how I feel.
Hopefully we're going to be done with the investigation in a couple of weeks, and you can start from there.
Is there something you guys can say, like, I need something.
Well, some of the things that we need to do is keep talking to you about the action like we're doing today without giving you details, so we can get them, as clear as you can remember them. Alright? So, like we were talking about when you guys left. You gave us the route. Last time you gave us the route, but you didn't remember, or if you did, you didn't say it. Jonte asking for the lighter. Little things. So we talked to you a couple of different times, and hopefully we get all these little things out.
I do this to myself every day. I play it over and over and over in my head every single day, trying to remember something, and I can't.